Oh, okay, guys. So now let's start to do the question. Because of now, I have introduced what the theorem of Pythagoras. Okay, so now we are going to tackle this question. No one, you will see why we have to start with the theorem of Pythagoras. Okay, so they say what in the diagram below, P, they say what point P, it is x and 25, and is a point such that OP is equal to 25. So meaning this length here, our radius, our R, our hypotenuse, it is what 25. And ROP, and okay, then ROP, where B is a obtuse angle. Then the first question says what? Determine the value of x. You know what? Let me just squeeze it in here. Determine value of x. Guys, a question is not a pure math question if they don't want to find your x back. Not talking about that x, Mara. Let's continue. Okay, so now look at this. We have our x and we have our y. So what you are going to do, you're going to draw a what? So let me draw my 25 in this side. Yeah. Let me draw my 25 this side. So now I am going to do what? I am going to close this side. So this side will represent what? My y, and this side will represent what? My x. Whatever. So my y is equal to what? To 24, and my x, it is a what? It is an unknown. So how will I find my x? Whatever. How will I find my x? Whatever. I am going to use what? I am going to use the theorem of Pythagoras. Then I'll say what? R squared is equal to x squared plus y squared, whatever. You get it, okay? R squared is equals to x squared plus y squared. Sharp. Okay, then after here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to substitute what? My hypotenuse, which is R, and then my y, which is y, and then I'm looking for what? For x. Then we have what? We have 25 squared is equals to, what is our x? We don't have x, plus, and then what is our y? Is 24. Sharp. And then you simplify it. Sharp. So it's 625 x squared plus 576. So now we are going to do what? We are going to transpose this baby here on top there. And then 625 minus 570. We get what? A 49 x squared. So how do you get rid of this squared? Square root and then square root, and then x is plus or minus what? 7. So if you put a square root, your answer has to be what? Plus or minus 7. And then you will check what? You will check your Cartesian plane. Our Cartesian plane is positive here and negative here, and therefore you conclude that x is equal to negative 7. So our x here is equal to what? 2 negative 7. You get it? Yebo. So now we have found what? Our x. So how do you find the sign of beta? Okay, so now I'm moving to what? To A. A says what? Sine beta. What do you know about the trig ratio sign? Is that it is what? It is opposite over what? Over hypotenuse. So in reference to what? To this angle here, we have what? We have our opposite side, our adjacent, and our hypotenuse. Okay, so the question will say determine the value of each of the following without the use of a calculator. So when they say without the use of a calculator, meaning you'll have to use this diagram to find what sine beta. They want you to write ratios here, Baba, or when you are tackling such questions. Check. Opposite over hypotenuse. Then you just say what? 24 over 25. You see, they will just give you your marks. Imagine you get your marks for just writing that. You see, pure maths can be easy. And then we go to the next question. On the next question, it says what? Cos 180 degrees minus beta. Get it? So now we are in a little bit complicated situation, but it doesn't matter. About trigonometry is trigonometry. So check. In this case, you'll have to do what? You'll have to simplify. So that is the next chapter that we'll be highlighting after this one. Check. If they are given cos 180 degrees minus beta, check. You're going to do what? You're going to consider the quadrant in which it is written between these brackets. So this is what? This is the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, only sine is positive, cos is negative in the second quadrant. Therefore, you're going to do what? You're going to reduce it. So you'll say what? Minus cos beta. Yeah, you know what? Please look at my video that is written as simplified trigonometry. You will understand this. Let's say if you want more examples and more explanation. Okay, so now you have what? Negative cos beta. What do we know about trig ratio cos? Is that it is what? Adjacent over what? Over hypotenuse. Then you go where? You go to your graph. You'll write what? Minus 7 over, or no, minus for this one. Then you open bracket, minus 7 over 25. And then you close bracket. Sharp. And then this negative must be that negative. Then we are left with what? Positive 20. Positive 7 over 25. So now we are doing what? The last question. The last question says what? Tan negative beta. So tan negative beta. First things first, you do what? You simplify. Sharp. Okay, so since this is a negative angle, negative angles can only affect tan and sine. They never change the sign of what? Of course. But if you want more information on what I'm explaining, look at my video trigonometry simplification. Then you'll get what here? Negative tan beta. What do we know about tan beta? Is that it is what? It is opposite over what? Over adjacent. Sharp. And then what are we going to do? We are going to go back to our diagram after simplifying. And then it is what? It is going to be what? Negative. It's going to be 24 divided by negative 7. Sharp. And then negative multiplied by negative gives us what? 24 over 7. So that's how the trigonometry trick and draw crumbles. Guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Danko.